welcome to Related.
We are.
My name is Carla.
I'm Mercedes, and we're both sisters. I'm the older sister, she's the younger sister, and this is our spin on video games and movies, because we're both really cool gamer and movie chicks, and that's kind of important to us.
It really is. It's been important since the day we basically stepped out into the earth.
So today we're going to be reviewing a zombie theme. Every episode will be a theme of some sort.
Like either horror or comedy or
fantasy, you know. But today we're going to do Dying Light as our video game and Shaun of the Dead as our movie. And you want to stay tuned because we have some pretty cool things to say about these two.
Everybody's pretty much well versed in zombies. You know, they eat brains, they eat people. But I remember the first exposure I've ever had with zombies is my older sister, you know, older than her. Me and her were watching the Thriller music video for Michael Jackson. And I'm looking at it and all the zombies are dancing and then Michael Jackson turns into a zombie. And I'm like, well, you know, they're fun. What are they gonna do to you? And then she looks at me, stone-faced. Zombies will eat your brains. And from then on, I've had zombie nightmares. Shaun of the Dead. It is a zombie movie. It's also a comedy. And my first experience with Shaun of the Dead when I was 13, because it came out in 2004, and that's the age that I was. And I thought it was very interesting. I didn't get some of the jokes because they were very British. But you know, when I watched it the 5th or 6th time, I really understood why they made those jokes and what the jokes actually meant. What about you, Mercedes?
I'd have to say the reason why I love this movie so much is because it's about these two guys. They go in the backyard. There are two zombies there. They're like, how are we going to get rid of these guys? They just heard on the news to, you know, sever the head. It's the brick.
They kept throwing fucking
vinyls at her.
them.
And it's so great. The director is Edgar Wright. I believe he's British. He's very good at writing the satire and adding that dry bit of comedy humor if you're into that. And that's why we picked this one as our first one as our zombie film, because it kind of plays a spin on zombies as part of the genre. It's not the simple 28 Days Later, it's not the Dawn of the Dead remake or the original or Night of the Living Dead. So it's a very good film, especially if that's something that you're into.
Stop. I know what you're doing and you need to stop.
Carla hates this thing that I do, that when your lips are super dry.
Don't do it. Don't. It looks like a zombie. It's a zombie! I swear to God!
So now we're going to talk about Dying Light.
And she knows more than I do, so.
Here's a disc.
It's beautiful.
And here's the cover.
It's more beautiful.
A couple years ago, I want to say around 2009, don't quote me on that, a game called Dead Island came out. And I played it for the I played it for Xbox 360.
Mine.
That was hers. This is made by the same creators of Dead Island. It's an online game just like Dead Island. That's what's so great about it. Dead Island and Dying Light. You join a server and you can pick up exactly where you are in campaign mode with a multiplayer setting. Sometimes you'll find players that are more advanced than you and they can teach you things that you wouldn't be able to figure out on your own.
Or sometimes you play with people that are less experienced than you and you can kind of mentor them along the way.
Exactly. It's very important, very niche. I like it a lot.
Sometimes it's really hard to play a video game, especially a zombie game like Zombies Ate My Neighbors for Sega. It's really hard to play just one-on-one.
One player. It's very hard. With this game specifically, you hit R1 or L1, I can't remember at the moment, you will parkour, you'll jump up, and you'll be able to leap across great jumps.
And you need that for the game.
You need to jump over zombies, you need to jump on top of buildings, you need to go from great heights. And that's how you progress through the game without getting any kind of scratches, bumps, bruises from these zombies. I unlocked a specific ability that if I hit a certain button, let it be L1, R1, whatever it is, on the PS remote, then you can jump over that zombie. Which I love using all the time because I just go whee over the zombie. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun to play, especially when you have that access to the wireless and to PlayStation Network, which now on the PS4 you have to purchase.
Yeah.
But it's the same people who did Dead Island, and if you like Dead Island, I would highly recommend Dying Light. But about all of our other zombie things, Shaun of the Dead, please take a watch if you've never watched it before.
I got the ears.
Daryl geek ears, the geek ears.
Geek.
Dying Light, if you have any comments or questions, any hacks.
If you don't like the game, please tell us why. That would be great to hear.
Yeah, we're open to any kind of opinion whatsoever, so please let us know what you think. Thank you so much for watching our show. I'm Mercedes.
My name is Carla.
And we're sisters, and hopefully we've hooked you into our show, and we'd like to see you next time.
We're related.